Well, it's been a long time since I last streaming. Hi guys, Friday Mamizu back. Ohayo Mizu. So yeah, I know it's been a long time since I last do streaming and kinds of stuff because I got sick for a very long time. As you might be able to hear right now, I still am not over my illness yet. I was down with a cold. But yeah, because just today, Amagiri Production announced the 10th album for Anthos with the title Fake. I have decided that I will do a hanadoll stream to talk about some little bits and lore of the series up to date. From what I've been able to collect from the drama CDs that I've been translated. Well, actually, it's not really been up to date because I haven't updated myself on the latest drama CDs of Anthos yet, which being the drama tracks of Tell. I've only updated myself to Icon. So, yeah, that will be the extent of my knowledge. Okay, so where do I even start? Oh yeah, so I've actually been translating the Incomplica drama tracks. Well, not really Incomplica drama tracks. I am translating those, but what I meant to say is that I have been translating the Incomplica stage drama, which being which being the short drama track that happens for 12 minutes on their Incomplica stage event, which is a 2022 Anthos stage event with the seiyus and all. It is a live event that was organized in the Kawaguchi Culture Hall, I think. Yeah. Well, that actually reminds me that only Anthos have had live events held, not Luludi. Luludi actually doesn't have any, live event yet. So I do hope that someday they will have the opportunity to do a live event with 3 members of Luludi. Well, hopefully 3, all 3 of them. I know their seiyus are very busy, with them being Toyonaga Toshiyuki and Yamashita Daiki and also Takeuchi Shinsuke. But I seriously do hope that they will be able to hold an event. So what is all of this hanadoll stuff? If you guys have been taking a look at my channel recently, then you'll be able to find that I have been translating a lot of hanadoll stuff recently. I've been translating the drama CDs, I've been translating their music. I have actually been translating stuff for a long time, but well, how do I say it? Well, I've been translating those. But I've never really officially uploaded it onto any medium. But with my YouTube channel now, I think that it is high time for me to do that. So let's talk about Anthos. This stream will be filled with spoilers. I should warn you guys. Nobody's watching right now, but still, I've taken the liberty to warn you guys about this spoiler-filled stream. So what is happening in Anthos as of now? Well, to recap the events, and I'll just put it shortly. So right now, everyone in Anthos is in hot water. Yeah, they're on thin ice. They're all in hot water. Kisaragi Kaoru, the very soft, very sweet -Ion of Anthos, is currently going through a crisis. The crisis being that he no longer has a grasp on his own reality. So what do I mean by this? Well, in recent drama tracks, Kaoru has shown that he had become more and more far-fetched from reality. well, he is starting to forget things. He is starting to mix up things with each other. When the doctor of the hanadoll project being Toro Kanata, his surname sounds familiar, right? It's because he is the adoptive father of Torolisto himself. When Toro Kanata handed Kaoru a recording of his family, telling him to get well, telling him to do his best in the Hanadoll project because they love him, Kaoru starts to doubt himself. He starts to think then, why do these people feel so unfamiliar? Why do these people feel like they're not my family members? And that's the thing. Like, if you guys here have read the novel 1984 by George Orwell, then you will know that the big brother, the government, yeah, not the big brother. The big brother is basically the thing that's watching you. The government of Oceania simply controls their subjects by telling them not to give themselves up to opposing opinions, and like they have to believe that the government's words, their higher ups with the authorities' words, are the truth, and then their truth might not even be the truth if it does not align with what was written in the history of Oceania. Well, that is how it always has been in our history, but yeah, I just want to take time to talk about it a little bit. So right now, Kaoru is wondering whether his reality is really reality, whether it is real or not. He is mixing up a lot of stuff, and well, I usually joke with my friend that he's having great memory loss from this. Yeah, he's my Alzheimer boyfriend. Sorry. Sorry for that joke. That was bad. Kaoru is basically suffering through this, and then there are also lots of ongoing problems with the Anthos members. One of them, who is one of the people who is suffering, is Ryoga, Kagekawa Ryoga, essentially the oldest one out of the bunch. So what's the deal with Ryoga as of now? Well, Ryoga is actually suffering from insomnia. In the last drama CD tracks of Hanadoll, the last 3 drama CD tracks of how do I say it? Of which one? Icon. In the last 3 tracks of Icon, Ryoga initially was suffering from lightheadedness and insomnia. He didn't have enough sleep before the date of their live performance, before their rehearsal, so he had he was tumbling and he was pretty much delirious. And also in the prior drama tracks, the ones that goes before them, Ryoga was also suffering from insomnia because of these weird nightmares that he kept on having from time to time. So what are the nightmares that he was having? Well, Ryoga was essentially dreaming about the day that Yuki Mahiro's older brother, Amagiri Chihiro, he was dreaming about, I think he was actually dreaming about Mahiro jumping off a building. Yeah, he was dreaming about Mahiro offing himself due to probably both the effects of defeat, and it also has something to do with the trauma of his best friend being Chihiro dying. So there we have 2 people suffering, and well, what about Lichito, you might ask, since he was the one who bloomed his flower the earliest. Well, I actually think that Lichito is also suffering from the consequences of the flowers, but not in a way that we think. See, well, or it might be in the way that we think, I don't know. See, Lichito seems to be a little bit more delirious than he once appeared to be. Lichito, the current Lichto that we're seeing seems to be overprotective over Chise, and he is a lot more sensitive to stuff. He seems to, has so many problems going on with him. And he also has that oversensitivity to Chise, which being whenever he sees that Chise is in distress or something like that, he will also be affected partly by it. Now, Chise has the fact that Chise has always been the one to be sensitive due to his synesthesia makes it harder to identify his current problems with this defeat with the hanadoll project. What else do I have to say? There are so many things. Oh yeah, since we're on the stream, I will quickly analyze this album cover that we have here. I covered Chise up. I'm very sorry. Let me just move myself. Yep, there we go. I moved myself out of the way. So if you see here, you guys, I think you guys might be able to see it or not. If you guys just zoom in enough, then you'll be able to see that Chise actually has glasses. Yeah, shocking, right? Chise has glasses and Lichto does not, and yeah, that just shows how much they look like each other. Because why, they're brothers, they're siblings. Of course, they look like each other. But yeah, that actually planted something in my mind because I actually want to see Lichto with like straight hair right now. I know he has wavy hair. He actually has the same hair texture as me, but still. So from the looks of this album cover, you guys might have been able to see that they are dressed in practically monotone. Jean, good evening. Hello. I'm just rambling about hanadoll. If you want, I can switch to Vietnamese for you, since like there's not many people watching it anyway. So you might have been able to see on this album cover. Well, not album cover. It's actually a teaser visual. You might have been able to see on this teaser visual that they are dressed in monotone clothes. And looky here. This visual teaser is filled with roses, and Lichto as well as Chise, they're both wearing roses on their clothes. Well, each of them had a rose, and their roses are placed on opposite, sides. Well, Lichto did say in his coordination of the teaser visual outfits that give me a second, let me just read it. Yeah, he said that for the inner high neck, he chose dark gray to match with the style of the black suit, which you can see. You have the vest here, and you have the outer coat. It is like a full black, but then for the inner high neck shirt, he doesn't like go full black with it. He actually chose a different color, a more muted tone, in order to keep it, to keep the color balance. I actually like the little rose on their suits because it actually adds, how do I say it? It actually adds something to it. It actually adds a point for people to actually divert their eyes to. Essentially, you can see that, and they also have this little accessory being the white chain of pearls. Also, why do you guys wear pearls? That's gay. Holy shit. Look at the Shorai brothers. You guys are gay. End of story. Yes sir. Hello. Yeah, welcome to the stream. Welcome you guys to the stream. Well, yeah, I think you and Gina are the only people who are watching this right now. I don't know. But yeah. So I was talking about the chain of pearls on their neck that they use to coordinate with their clothes. Well, for Chise, his inner high neck is not that wide, I think, but let me just check what he said about it. So, Chise said, it's Chise now. I want to talk about the costumes for the new album being fake with Anthos. Yeah. So he said that he'll be teaching us with the coordination for this outfit. I think it's really lovely of him. So Chisa said that he wears a suit, a styled suit, with a high neck made of sheer. I think Lichto also mentioning his high neck. Oh no, sorry. Kaoru and Chise both wear high necks made from sheer. And I think that's very lovely, the fact that they have matching materials and matching style of outfits. It shows that they do have, like, each and every member of Anthos have a little bit of a bond with each other. But also, does that mean Kaoru will be very much involved in this album story? Okay, now I'm scared. Oh yeah, so Kisa said that he is wearing a suit with high neck made of sheer material as the inner layer. And then he also used a pearl necklace as an accent and tried putting it together in the white outfit. He did not say what material, what the color of the inner high neck is, but well, it looks beige to me. I don't know if it's, yeah, it seems beige. It doesn't seem all that white to me, I think. Yeah, in terms of color, I think you can call Mahiro's shirt white, but then calling Chise's inner white, I don't know. Dema. Hey Dema. Hello, welcome to the stream. I'm just babbling about hanadoll and their clothes. I know nothing about fashion, I'm sorry. Yeah, I hope you guys have a good time here, because I don't know what I'm doing, but I'll try my best to give you guys the best time you have. Okay, let's move on to the other outfits. So yeah, like I said before, Lichto and Chisa actually have matching outfits, and the fact that Chisa is wearing glasses and Lichto is not. I actually really like Lichto without glasses, I have to say. When I saw that, especially Mahiro, she said, I know Ryoga looks like 200 times hotter than he usually is with this hair down. Like, oh my god, look at his eyes showing through that hair. Shit. He's so hot. He's so hot. I actually have to put aside my teasing of him for today to scream out how hot he is. Anyway. What do I say about Ryoga? Yeah, so I mentioned Mahiro earlier about his shirt being white and all. He and Ryoga are actually both wearing bracelets. They're wearing, well, they look like gold bracelets, I think. Let me just look on Twitter what they say about their accessories. One thing that probably is missed, or not, well, I think it's hard to miss, is that the accessories for each and every color pair of Anthos are, well, they all have pair accessories. They might not wear the same kind of material and the same kind of clothes, but they do have the same kind of accessories. Ryoga. Mine is a black shirt with a pattern. Just now, Chisa said something about the lace and sheerness. I'm wearing normal black pants underneath. Why do you have to say that? I like this outfit because it has an atmosphere that you don't usually wear. And yeah, it has the kind of atmosphere that he doesn't usually wear. I think Haruta and Kaoru, yeah, they're actually both wearing necklaces. I checked Kaoru's tweet and he said that he was actually wearing a moon pendant. Yeah. He was wearing a moon-shaped pendant, and let me just check for Haruta to see if he is wearing a sun necklace. Oh yeah, he said that he is wearing a mark necklace, and his mark is basically the sun. So yeah, that is his confirmation for him wearing the sun necklace. So, Susuna's alone, he's bitchless. Oh, but don't worry, he's gay. He can get on with literally anyone. So Kaoru and Haruta's necklaces are actually very interesting because those are the allegories, those are actually the metaphors for their images. Kaoru, if you guys have watched the I Know Who I Am MV and you remember it, you should remember it for this, then Kaoru was actually shown with the image of the moon. Kaoru was allegedly being placed on being compared as the moon, and Haruta is the sun. So there are actually two sides of one allegory. Haruta is the sun, and Kaoru is the moon. Hence their necklaces, hence their pendants. Kaoru wears the moon necklace because he is that. Yeah, I think I don't have to explain myself anymore. I'm just gonna make myself a joke if I do that for any further. For Setsuna, let me see what his comment on his own outfit is like. So Setsuna, Sena-chan said that. What the fuck did he say? Boku no, so my outfit is a black shirt with a white hem. I'm wearing black skinny bottoms. What the fuck? What the fuck was that? Hey, Sena, what the fuck? Guys, he's wearing skinny jeans. He's committing a god. He's wearing skinny jeans. I repeat, Yashiro Setsuna is wearing skinny jeans. Right there, right then and there. During the shoot, I was complimented that it looked good on me. Yeah, that it go well with me. And so I'm very happy in his usual icon, yeah. Anthos mo homete kureru? Anthos mo homete mochiro. Yeah, he told us to compliment him for his... Where are you reading it from? Oh, I'm reading it from... I'm actually reading the information from Twitter. I'm reading from their official Twitter, being Anthos' tweet. Skinny legend incoming. Yeah. Yeah, he is. Yeah, he is skinny. Oh yeah, talking about skinny, I think I want to mention this. So in the Incomplica stage drama, I have to start from the beginning. So the Incomplica stage drama is essentially Haruta does a wake-up call prank on the members of Anthos. Now, if you don't know what the wake-up call prank is, I think I might show it to you guys or something. It's a wake-up prank is essentially when, in Japanese variety shows, people bring a camera with them, and then they go and wake up other people who they are housing with, or like going on a vacation with. Yeah, they basically have a camera with them to wake those people up, to wake their tripmates up. So Haruta was going to go to each room and wake everyone up with his camera, and I think it was very early in the morning because he goes to Risto and Mahiro's room at first. He said that I was going to do this with Sen and Yi, but then that motherfucker has been sleeping like a log, no matter how fucking hard I wake him up. So I'm gonna do this alone. That's what Haruta said, and then he went straight. He headed straight to Risto and Mahiro's room. Yeah, and then after heading to Risto and Mahiro's room, he was jump scared by Risto, the legend himself. He was like, "Good morning, everyone. Have you wake up yet? I am going to prank the shit out of them." And then Risto's like, "Bitch, what the fuck are you doing?" And right when he was he had a little chat with Risto, and he told Risto, "Well, I'm doing this prank where I'm gonna wake up everyone in Anthos." And Risto was like, so that's what the camera is for? That's why you're waking up this early, huh? Yeah, that's very rational of you. Yeah, I see no problem with you doing that whatsoever. And then, yeah, Risto, no, sorry, actually Risto wasn't like that. That was me. Risto was being like, You little bitch. You shouldn't have fucking jump scared me when I was trying to read. It's my morning reading routine. And, well, they found out that, well, they're at it. Haruta found, and Lichito found out that Mahiro fell off the bed. It looks like Setsuna stole Ageha's mono shirt. I mean, yeah, he probably did. He's so close to Ageha. Speaking of Setsuna, I have this crazy theory, and well, it's not crazy at all, I think. I have this theory that Setsuna is recycled Amemiya Kaito. Yeah, the fact that he was like the supreme one at dancing and singing, even though and also the fact that he and Ageha knows each other on such a level that they are comfortably speaking to each other with, well, on normal terms. They're comfortably calling each other. They know each other's number. They know each other from the time when they were still in the training school. Mind you, Ageha is a top-class idol, so for someone to know him from a training school means that they have to know each other from a very, very long time ago. So, well, like not many people can do that, right? Like, not many idols from Amagiri Production can do that, other than those who Ageha deem like high enough to be on the same level as him. So yeah, I do think that there is a little possibility that Setsuna is basically recycled Amemiya Kaito. Well, because this, considering the colors of Luludi, you know, they have black, gray, and pink, but like pink is the additional color. Pink was not there originally. So what kind of color will be able to create an atmosphere that is cold, so far above, so high, so hard to grasp, unyielding? Could be white. Well, I'm just saying could be. And like, what else? And Luludi was in hiatus before the official story of Hanadoll started, because Amemiya Kaito was suspended. He was basically expelled from the company. So how did he get suspended from the company? Well, we all blame it on something like, oh, he broke. They blame it on something like, oh, he broke the rules. He wasn't following the rules. Or like, what if he, became a doll? He probably became a doll. So what does it mean to be a doll? What does it mean to be a human? Let's go back to the second season title, Incomplica. The second season of Hanadoll is called Incomplica, which is a combination of the two words incomplete and replica. Incomplete replica. So what does incomplete replica mean? Well, I initially thought that incomplete replica is used to talk about the centers of the two idol groups, which being Ageha and Mahiro. But they both aim to be someone like Chihiro. So they are the incomplete replica of Chihiro. I initially thought that it only meant that way. But now that I think more about the lore of Hanadoll and what it means to be a human, I'm actually thinking that incomplete replica also means the doll is an incomplete replica of a human. Like dolls are incomplete replicas of humans, and humans, well, the humans in Hanadoll, they are signing up to be dolls, but they aren't dolls yet. So they themselves are incomplete replicas of dolls. Now, why are dolls incomplete replicas of human? Well, because unlike humans, dolls don't have a will to themselves, and dolls are so perfect to the point that it's unreal. Because of their unrealness, it doesn't make them human at all. It extracts the a fancy way of saying it. Complicated. Yeah, probably. But like, dolls don't have a will of their own, and dolls are so perfect to the point that they fall into the uncanny valley. Dolls being, and because, well, this, I think this was from the Amagiri production Twitter or something. I don't really remember where it was from, but I know it is official. But hanadoll once had this kind of tweet that said, "You gods will give us some fault to make us men." It's because they have faults that they are men, they are humans. It's what differentiates them from dolls. The reason why the series is called hanadoll is because it's not about being dolls that have flowers in their bodies, but it's also about being idols that have flowers in their bodies. I'm sorry, but turning themselves into dolls by putting an artificially created substance into their body in order to become the perfect model, to become the perfect idol, to become the most perfect self of themselves. They are essentially turning themselves into something inhuman. And like I said before with Kaoru, the one who is slowly losing a grasp on his own reality, they are losing control of themselves. They are losing control of their own thoughts and minds. For Kaoru right now, he has been slipping off so much that he actually somewhat reverts to, well, how he was before. See, in the Icon Drama tracks, he actually called Mahiro Yuki-kun. So how does Kaoru usually call Mahiro? Well, he calls him Mahiro, of course, but when they first met, that was how he called Mahiro. He actually called him Yuki-kun, and it took him a long time in order to actually get rid of the surname calling. He actually got rid of calling him Yuki-kun and just call him Mahiro-kun, and then to Mahiro. And with the fact that he actually flipped back to the face that he called Mahiro Yuki-kun surprised all of Anthos, because they were like, Kaoru was wrong. Why are you suddenly calling him Yuki-kun? That's like from pre-debut, right? And Kaoru was like, yeah, I just kind of flipped, and then, but everyone just brushed it off. See, the thing about hanadoll is everyone actually has a problem. Everyone needs therapy. I said this before. Everyone in hanadoll needs therapy, and yet nobody goes to therapy. That's the reason. Or they either just have themselves as their own therapy. Like, what do you guys see? Mahiro is literally everybody's therapist, because he tries to go around and solve everybody's problem. He tries to tell everyone that, like, please rely on me. You know, he literally told Setsuna that Anthos is his important family, so he does not want to lose anyone. He does not want to risk anyone. He wants to help everyone, and he does not want to leave anyone behind, because Mahiro himself knows how it is to be left behind. He was once left behind by his father and by his older brother, who, Yorini Kakerut. That's the problem about hanadoll, and the fact that they portray some of people's problems in such a realistic way is what really got me into hanadoll, because every time I found something new about them, I saw that, oh, they seem more and more human to me. But they're also turning into dolls at the same time. So who's the the doll and who's the human right now. I don't even know. I have no fucking idea. Please, God. You gods gave us souls to make us men. But are we even men after this? I'm sorry for not talking much about Luludi, but like, Luludi. Well, what? I haven't really invested my time in Luludi, I have to admit. I'm sorry. But from what I have read and from what like I've discovered, researched a little bit about them, from that little information, I know that Luludi is becoming more close to each other now, so that's the good thing. Well, minus the brainwashing thing from Ageha that he did to Toki from a long time ago. Minus that, I think it's they're going well, kind of great. I hope. Let's talk about Rui, Rui from Luludi. Yeah. I know I put Anthos as the thumbnail, but I want to talk about Luludi a little bit because that's hanadoll. Rui is well, to some degree, he was like Sesuna, and I actually initially thought he was the same as Sesuna, which being, spoiler alert, they're both, sorry, Sesuna is not human. I initially thought Rui was just some kind of lab baby. He was like born from a lab. That's why he's so nonchalant to everything. That's why he reacts to things so lukewarm. Like when you guys remember when Ageha throws a cup at him, he's literally just like, oh shit. He doesn't even flinch. He's like, oh, okay, yeah, you throw a cup at me, and now I have to clean this up. Okay. Oh, I scratched my finger. Yay, and now it's bleeding. He's so lukewarm that I actually thought he was non-human, but it turns out he is. He just has problems. And the thing about Rui is that he is so derived of emotions that he actually gains joy from seeing Ageha trying to fight for his life. It's like he doesn't see the joy in life. Hello, welcome to the stream. Welcome back, at least. Yeah, I wanted to talk about it a little bit. The fuck did I just say? Oh yeah, Rui. So Rui, the man himself, he was so derived of the joy of living that he actually, well, sees the joy in living in Ageha trying to fight for his life. Ageha trying to grasp life into his hands. I'm sorry. It's been such a long time since I last listened properly to Luludi drama tracks, but when Ageha tried to take what is essentially the essence of his life back into his hand, Rui was like, nah, I'm not gonna give it to you yet. I still wanna see you writhe in pain. I still wanna see you trying to fight with death for your life. Oh, so precious life. I'm going to serve you forever because I think you're so beautiful. And then his stick goes hard because he sees Ageha fighting for his life. His only redeeming quality is this looks so true, bestie, so true. I'm just kidding. Rui was, well, I think Ageha actually said Rui is like a one-man circus because of how birds and animals surround him whenever he goes. Like, back when they were still in the training school, Rui used to, like, just go into a corner, into the yard, and then animals would fuck around him, and then Ageha was like, damn, with that much animal, you should go ahead and get a whole fucking circus. You're not even a clown, you're a whole damn circus. And Rui's like, yeah, I guess so. The funny thing about Ageha and my hero is like, they're both the sons of very important people. Ageha being the son of he's the Disney princess of so true, bestie. Ageha is the son of a political figure. His father, I don't remember what the fuck his father was. I just know he is an important political figure. But Ageha was so rebellious to his family that he actually burned the money that his father sent to Amagiri. Like, burn, bitch, I hope you die in hell. He burns the money that his father sends to Amagiri for his lessons and all. And, well, instead of his own father, he actually considers Amagiri Shacho, Amagiri Hajime, to be his father, the father figure in his life. But do you know that in the relationship chart involving that has Anthos and Luludi, Ageha was actually marked as being used by Amagiri Hajime himself. I'm not even joking. It literally said used in the arrow connecting him and Amagiri Hajime. Also, real guys, in the used part. So yeah, Amagiri Hajime is basically using Ryoga and Ageha at the same time. Ageha, I don't know if he is being used, but then I remember some people saying that Ageha acts like the Menhera girlfriends. The Menhera girlfriend who is trying to tell his sugar daddy to pay attention to him. Shit, this is sounding weird, but for real, have you guys listened to the tracks, the first the tracks in the Stop album in season 1? In season 1, track Project Archive 111, a journalist actually said something that made me think, why does it sound like he's accusing Amagiri Hajime of pedophilia? Because the journalist originally said that there are a lot of news, there are a lot of rumors saying that you like to use underage boys for your experiment, for your, company's recruitment. And I was like, damn shit, what the fuck? What the fuck is wrong with this goddamn company? What the fuck is wrong with this goddamn series? Why can't this is why we can't have nice things. Yeah, that's how it is. That's basically how it is. Sorry. Let me see if there's anything else I can talk about. Well, there are actually a lot of things that I want to talk about. Oh yeah. So since we're talking about Luludi, I actually want to talk about Toki and Haruta's relationship as well. See, if you guys follow if you guys follow Anthos tweet, then the other day Haruta actually tweeted that he really likes Cherry Blossom, and there is something. So there is something about his caption that I actually want to address. I want to read this out to you guys. Shit! No! Now let me just look for that really quick. I'm sorry. I'm very sorry. Yeah, so Haruta said that the cherry blossoms have bloomed very nicely, and yeah, since it is actually Hanami time in Japan. Yay! So if you guys, I hope you guys are, or if you guys are not. So in Japan, people are actually holding a lot of Hanami parties in this time because the cherry blossoms are blooming. They're in full bloom. And so yeah, spring is basically there, and I remember that I think I should ask my friend for the cherry blossom thingy. But then yeah, this is what Haruta said that actually got me thinking. He said that he wished that the flowers, the cherry blossoms, would stay bloomed like that without falling forever and ever. No matter what the season it is. Like, no matter what season it is, he hopes that the cherry blossom will continue to bloom as beautifully as they are now. And what is the flower of Sakurai Toki? Well, of course, it is cherry blossom. Cherry blossom, cherry blossom. So cherry blossoms are flowers of Sakurai Toki, and the thing about cherry blossom is that the their beauty lies in their fleetingness. Cherry blossoms are so well liked by Japanese people because of, well, the fact that they're very fleeting, they're very soft. Their beauty only lasts for a moment, and then they once they fall, they just become little petals, and even in their falling times they still remain beautiful. And I think that is also like what highlights the beauty of Sakurai Toki himself. Sakurai Toki, for those of you that don't know, used to be in the same orphanage as Haruta until he got adopted, and something might have happened in his adopted time, in his his foster care time, because afterwards he turned into his love for Haruta, for the one he considered his brother, turned into hatred, even though before he saw Haruta as his very close one, his dearly beloved one. Haruta does not know this, and he still considers Toki a very important person in his life. He still loves Toki with all of his heart, not knowing that Toki has turned to crush at him. He does not know the roots of it. He does not know the origin of it. He does not know what Toki really thinks. When they met again in one of Ludi's albums, I don't really remember which one it was, but they did met in one of, I think it was Ideal. Yeah, it was probably Ideal. Yeah, they probably met in Ideal. And when they met, Toki acted as if he didn't know Haruta. So Haruta was like, oh, so he'd probably forget. But then I think they actually had a talk or something, and then Haruta knew that he did not forget. He actually know, but he is trying not to associate himself with Haruta. So yeah, that of course left Haruta heartbroken. But he still tries to think of something to make it up, to not blame it all onto Toki. He tries to think of something like, oh, it's probably because he was feeling anxious. He was probably suffering from something. Yeah. Haruta and Chise. Yeah, let's talk about Haruta and Chise. So, the flower language for Haruta's flower, marigold, includes jealousy. Marigold is a very cheerful flower, and its name literally means Mother Mary's gold. Yeah. But then one of its flower language of Hanagotaba actually includes jealousy. So that also explains why jealousy is actually such a big theme in Haruta's story and Haruta's arc. Haruta was basically the one who used to be jealous of other people because they have all the things that he didn't have. Haruta had to try his best. He had to do everything on his own without any good support. He didn't have a good support system, so he was always frustrated because he lacks so many things. Other people, if they want to have auditions and become idols, then they gotta have money. And, he's an orphan. Which kind of money would he have? He was even abandoned. Haruta's name is actually a very cruel wordplay because the ta, usually when you use ta, when you write the kanji for ta in Haruta, you will think of the kanji for big, but Haruta's kanji actually contains another what is it, radical. Yeah, it contains another radical, and this is probably the main radical in his name, in his ta, in the ta and Haruta. That makes his name, from having the meaning of big sun, it turns into abandoned sun. Yeah, I know it's hard. I know it is dark, but yeah, that's literally Haruta, our boy, our favorite boy, sunshine boy. He assumes the role of the mood maker, but then, yeah, his life is hard. Shit. I'm sorry. It got heavy all of a sudden. And what else? Oh yeah, I want to talk about Listo while we're at it as well. I know I haven't talked about Chisa yet. Oh, but I will talk about Chisa when I talk about Listo. They're like one. They're the whole pack. So Listo. Where do I even begin with Listo? There's so many things to talk about Listo. We don't talk about Listo. No. We don't however talk about Listo. Listo. Because I have read the Todo Listo lore in his Tell booklet. Now that I know a lot more about him, I have a lot of things to say. One of Listo's biggest regret and one of his biggest shit. I really hate the fact that English is my second language, because there is this one expression that I wanna use, but it's in Vietnamese. Well, it has its own expression in Japanese too, I think, that being yo, I think. So one of the things that he still has many things that he holds on to really strongly, and one of those being Chise, the other being his mother. I wonder why he doesn't have father in there. Yeah, I do wonder why. So the reason why he has such a strong... So let me talk about Listo at the beginning. I think you guys all remember at the beginning, Listo was like literally one of the most bitter person in the whole goddamn series. He was so bitter. He had so many opinions. He was like, I ain't in your shit. I ain't getting involved in your shit. Count me out of this, bitch. And then he's always going harsh on Chisa. He's always like, don't group me in the same group as him. Oh, I don't want to be in the same group as Chisa. And you guys see he does a complete 180, right? So from the booklet, it seems that Listo, even before hanadoll, he has been searching for his one and only love. The original term being yuitsumuni, which is, well, being literally one and only. He was looking for his one and only love until he stumbled upon a piece of paper which contains the list of the auditionee's name for the hanadoll project in his father's room. And so he stumbled upon the list and he saw one specific name that drove him to apply into the hanadoll project and become an idol. Even though Listo already has a modeling career before. So why is that the case? Why did he have to go through all of that, even though he had... Well, the reason is that he saw the name Shorei Chitose. Mind you, Listo used to be in the same family as Chise, so of course he is going to know what his family name is like. Him being a genius, he might have even remembered the kanji being Shorai. Like, yeah, the Shorai and Shorei Chitose. And because he saw the name Shorai Chitose, he remembered that his little brother, whom he loved so much, whom he wanted, was named Chitose. So, yeah, as a matter of fact, he applied into the hanadoll project and started to climb his way. He started to find his way to his brother. Now, he was grouped into the same group as Anthos, and he will be in the same group as that Shorei Chitose, but he changed his name to Chise. And so, I think that his meeting with Chise, his meeting with the one he initially thought would be his brother Shorei Chitose, had caused him such distress, because Chise was so far removed from what his ideal image of Chise is. The real Shorei Chitose was so different. The real Chise was so different from the image of Shorei Chitose that he once had in his mind, that he actually got a whiplash. And he because he found it so hard to accept, he found it so hard to believe, that he actually became bitter, because he thought that he had wasted his time on someone who just happened to have the same name as the brother he loved so much. Because, well, at first he acted really, really cold, and he was... Chise even described it that his color was very bitter. He was going to find Chise just to find out that he was not at all like the image of the brother that he once had in his mind. And because of this separation between his ideal Chise and the real Chise, he got so frustrated that when Chise wailed, when Chise complains about stuff, he actually got so mad that he vent out all of his frustration onto Chise. I believe that Listo also suffers from his own image problems. When Chise was wounded into 828, Project Archive 828, Listo was actually Listo actually thought that he was, he actually vented out his frustration onto Setsuna, but he was actually frustrated at himself. He was not technically frustrated at Setsuna, though Setsuna's, "Hey, is Chise dead?" That kind of gremlin question would have cost him a goddamn flipper in his head if he asked my mom that one. So, about Listo, I said. After Chise actually revealed that he has a brother, I think from that point, and Chise also said that I'm back! Yay! I'm fucking back. So I was talking about Todo Listo, right? Yeah. So, about Listo, the thing about him is that, when Chise was initially wounded in Project Archive 2828, when a lamp in the studio fell on his head, the lamp was actually going to fall onto Listo's head. That is, until Chise pushed him out of the way and got the lamp into his head instead. And that was actually the reason why Listo self-blamed himself. He only vented out his frustration on Setsuna because of that "is Chise dead?" question. Yeah, that's the only reason why he vented it out on Setsuna. Actually, even Ryoga said that, whoa, that fucking question caught me off guard too, so I don't even blame you if you want to fucking, vent it out on him after that. But yeah, Listo knows right from wrong. He knows that it is wrong for him to blame Setsuna when there is no solid evidence that Setsuna actually did something to harm Chise. He was just frustrated at himself, and I think to some degree in the first season he was also frustrated at himself. At first, for wasting his own time in this hanadoll project and wasting his own potential, because he knows that once he is in the hanadoll project, then he can no longer do anything that could, connect himself to the outside world and all that stuff, without the permission of the company, of course. So this actually led me to another question regarding Listo. Why does someone like him, why does someone who is so invested in humanitarian problems, someone who is so invested in analyzing in books and just overall smarty, nerdy stuff, why someone who is so nerdy like him, so invested in why does someone like him apply to become a model? Why did he even become a model? I know he has a great face. I know he has the looks. I know he fucking qualifies. He has all the qualification, but why? Why did someone like him become a model instead of using his wits and love for books to become a writer? He even said himself that if he was not in the hanadoll project, he would become a writer. Then why did he become a model? I suppose it's because of Chise himself. Now, how do I say this? you guys know that after the incident that caused the burn, well, sorry, the wound, I think it is a burn. I pretty much suspect it is a burn, but I don't know if it is a burn yet. I don't think we have confirmation for that yet, but I think prior to the burn, the Shorai brothers have been living together very closely, and they live in a household where there are a lot of arts involved in it. So I think when he was a child, but when he was a child, Chise was already very much invested in fashion, which is why he is so fashionable in his adult years. Why he is so good at fashion and good coordination and all that stuff. Why he is so he has such an eye for that. Because as a child, Chise was already acquainted with fashion. That Listo probably brought that with him into his life. Like Listo himself thought that Chise might still be into fashion even when he's grow up, and he will work in the fashion industry. And so to increase the chance of him and Chise meeting each other in their adult lives, he should be a model, because models will one day be hired, will usually be hired by fashion designers to, showcase their clothes and all that stuff, right? So it is just natural for Listo to apply to become a model. Now, Listo doesn't really show that he has any, he has a knack for, well, drawing. He doesn't have really a knack for art, for that kind of art, for drawing art. So I don't think he really aims to be a fashion designer in order to meet Chise as colleagues. He wants to be the model because he thinks that Chise will one day design clothes, and he will be the one to put on those clothes. He will be able to meet Chise through clothes, to fashion, through modeling, which is why he chose that career. Well, at least that I think, because that's what I think, because, well, yeah, the Shorai family even gave him to the Todo family, which has Todo Kanata. And Todo Kanata, mind you, is like a top tier scientist, and him being adopted into a family that has a science background would, well, probably result in him being very much acquainted with science and becoming a scientist or something. But in the end, he chose his own way. He chose to become a model, in contrast to his very much analytical, serious, and logical kind of mindset. Being a model seems to be the thing that is the most far removed from the reality of Dorolito, yet it has become his career choice when he was 22. When he applied to hanadoll, he was actually 22. So I don't know if Listo actually goes to university. He probably... Oh, hey, you're back. Hello. So I think the choice for Listo to go to pursue his career model actually has a lot to do with Chise. Just like it was implied before in the booklet, he has been searching like endlessly for his one and only love. Because he has been searching for Chise, he decided that's the main factor for him to pursue that career. I mean, mind you, he even joined the hanadoll project just for Chise. Had it not been for Chise, who applied into the hanadoll project, I don't think Listo would have been interested in it. Because, well, one, his father is Dodo Kanada, so of course he might know one thing or another about this project. Like, he should know the risk of putting something weird into your body in order to get a mark and to maximize your full potential. He even explained it to Kaoru himself. He even explained to Kaoru that, well, participating in the hanadoll project and getting the seed implanted in you is basically implanting something that is foreign to your body into your body. So of course many people's body will have the reaction of rejection, which them being rejecting the seed, and so that may cause the seed to be unable to grow. That's what he said, not me. And yeah, Listo is actually very thorough with this. Listo knows a lot, so he might not a lot, but had Chise not applying into the hanadoll project, he might not even apply in it. When he first applied into the hanadoll project, when he first appeared in the hanadoll project, his first lines were, he was saying that he was only there to bloom his flower. He was only there to do his own business. He doesn't have to be goody two shoes. He doesn't have to be buddy buddies with anyone. And the dedication, yeah. Listo is very dedicated to his stuff. Oh yeah, speaking about dedication, I believe his MBTI is INTP due to his a lot of the way that he reasons with stuff and the way that he connects his experience as well as his own knowledge, his own worldview to explain things. Yeah, and that makes me think he's more of an INTP than an INTJ, like they type him on the database. Listo was very committed to whatever he does, so yeah, it is natural that he becomes good at things. Well, like I said, he actually he practiced iaido when he was still in school, and he actually practiced it for good posture, but he is very good at it apparently. Yeah. When will we get an Listo iaido scene? I want to see him smacking his sword and all that shit. I want to see him in action. The only time we've seen him in action, in a kind of action-ish scene, is when he tries to beat the shit out of Setsuna for asking, "Hey, is Chise dead?" Yeah, and even in that scene, people actually have to go out and stop him. Ryoga and Mahiro too have to square up to stop to stop the goddamn man from going at Setsuna, beating the shit out of him. Holy shit. He's so strong. Yeah, I say. Chise. Okay, what are we gonna talk about Chise? Listo, because of this, because now that he's fully accepted, now that both him and Chise know that, yeah, we're brothers, now that they've both fully accepted the fact that they are siblings, they are the long-lost siblings of each other, Listo has been oddly overprotective. I think that if something else happens to Chise, if his flower reacts negatively and then Chise becomes like Gaoru or something, I think Listo won't be able to keep it together. He will literally go mad with Chise. If Chise goes mad, he will go mad too. They will both go down together. And that's the scary thing about hanadoll, because that's Listo's obsession. The thing is, he is dedicated, but he is also obsessed at the same time. That's two sides of the same coin. Too much of dedication will turn into obsession, and that's not good at all. Well, Chise. Yeah, let's talk about Chise. I'm starting to sound way too obsessed. So, Chise is I think he is one of the sweetest people in hanadoll, no joke. His flower is Narcissus, which is a big irony. Because of what? This goddamn series. His flower is the Narcissus, the daffodils, but and its other name is Narcissus, and it also comes from the Narcissus myth. Chise actually has a lot of self-image problems. I think that's already established in the story and all that stuff. Yet he always acts like he is the best. He's like the Marina song, the Ono song. I feel like I'm the worst, so I always act like I'm the best. That's how Chise is. Chise is so adorable. He is. He's the most adorable person, but he is also the most Marina Ono person in hanadoll. Well, not really in hanadoll, in Anthos. I don't know. Aga is also that kind of person. Okay, anyway. Chise is the most forgiving person in hanadoll. Even in, you guys remember, right? In season 1, back in season 1, when Lichto was like scolding him, when Lichto was being really cranky, being really goddamn, he was being a jerk to him. Chise was like very forgiving towards Lichto. He was not going like, why you he did not even try to, deflect Lichto's words. He did not try to tell Lichto that, oh, you're bad, you're such a jackass, why are you such a jackass at me? He was like, Lichto, どうして僕を嫌いなのかな? He was like, why do you even hate me, Lichto? Why is that the case? Can I do something to change myself? He did not say that. Why the fuck do you hate? If I was Chise, I would fucking square up with Lichto and beat the shit out of him. Oh, I might not be able to beat the shit out of him. He might beat me, but still, I will square up with him with my mouth. Okay, that sounds weird. Okay, but still, yeah, that's Chise's very forgiving, and he is, well, in many aspects, he is he is the other kind, like him and Lichto are very, very similar in many aspects. They both have image problems. They probably do have a little bit of obsession problem, and there are problems with love. Lichto's song, Pain in My Heart, is, well, okay, let me say this. So, Pain in My Heart is a very interesting song because in the parts where it says Kimi, which means you, the kanji for that part actually is kanojo. So when I first read it, I actually initially thought that kanojo means to, points to a girl, to a girl that he used to love, like his ex-girlfriend. I thought that he was straight, the straightest man out of hanadoll. But seems like I was wrong, and that man doesn't have any chance with girls. I know, he's bitchless. After all of the events, and after all of the booklets that I've read, I think that the Pain in My Heart song is actually meant for both Chise and Lichto's mother. Yeah, like, for both his younger brother and his mother at the same time. Well, probably not. Well, yeah, but at the same time, because, well, his mother is a woman, and kanojo is, well, used to just talk about any woman. So, yeah, the pain in my heart, because the memories of his mother haunted him so much that it haunted him to his adult day, into present time. And I think we can call it the pain in his heart. That is the pain that never goes away, that stays still after all these years in his heart. I wonder how Chise felt seeing the lyrics of Pain in My Heart. Yeah, I think it probably would have been hard for him. I think that he also knew at some point he also knew that Lichto was his brother, but then they decided to not say anything about that and only leave it for Project Archive 828 to fucking tell each other, you're my brother, yeah, I'm your brother, and then they fucking cried. But yeah, I think when he read that lyric, he probably went like, yeah, fucking. I wonder if he still talks to his mom. I hope there will be a day when they both could meet their parents. Well, Lichto's birth parents, I mean. And then she's just gonna tell his mom and dad, hey, that's Brother Lichto. The lyrics of their pain, the Way I Am songs are seriously so good. And, at first when I read the lyrics of Persona, I think some of that might be pointed to Chise. No, sorry, to Lichto himself. Where's let me remember the lines for Persona. I think Persona has a. Yeah, there's this line. Am I crazy? Am I crazy? Tell me. He has the am I crazy? Tell me, and then no, am I crazy? Tell me. It's Lichto. So wait. Why? Yeah. Chise's line was na, 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 so crazy. Knock, knock, knock. I've always been so different. Knock, knock, knock. You pretend to know all about me, so I'm just teasing. You say, let me know who I am. Knock, 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 knock. Oh yeah. How can you judge me? No, it's how can you judge me thing. But yeah, I initially thought that some parts of that song was a response to Lichto, but yeah. What else? There are so many things about them. Oh yeah, also want to talk about, yeah, since I think we're done with Lichto and Kise for now. I'll go back when I remember something. I want to talk about Mahiro and Ryoga. So, Mahiro and Ryoga. Where do I even begin with them? Mahiro is gay and Ryoga is gay. I'm sorry. Okay. No. Yeah. Mahiro, Ryoga. I will talk about Mahiro, Ryoga and Setsuna at the same time, because they should be in a whole bunch. Setsuna is the kind of person that you don't, at first you don't trust them because they seem so sussy with their I don't know anything kind of look, but he really does not know anything. He really is one dumb fuck cat boy. Yeah, like literally look at Setsuna. You guys look at Setsuna. There literally is not a single thought in that little head of his. Like, and instead of being like Yashiro Susuna, yeah, he is fucking Yashiro Susuna. I've been telling my friends that, and yeah, you're absolutely right, bestie. Yashiro Susuna. So Setsuna, yeah, he basically does not know shit. He's like, Mahiro, I love Mahiro. He every fucking 5 seconds he has to put a Mahiro in his goddamn sentence, and he's always like, when he does not see Mahiro, the first thing that will go into his conversation will be, hey guys, where's Mahiro? Mahiro doko? Mahiro doko? Mahiro doko ってどういうこと意味? やめて. Yeah, he basically wants, he's like, me wants Mahiro, me loves Mahiro, Mahiro my life, Mahiro my heart. And well, I mean, even Kaoru told him that his affection for Mahiro is love. So yeah, Kaoru is a big Mahiro Sena Mahi shipper. Oh my god. Yeah, wait, let me tell you something. So the boys in Anthos, they actually ship each other with each other. I ain't even kidding. These bitches are actually even more hardcore shippers than we are. You know, Haruta himself ships Sena Mahi Sena and Lichi. You know, a long time ago, he was the person who reports all of the Lichi shenanigans to us, and in, I don't remember if it's Chise's it's Lichto's birthday. In Lichto's birthday last year, he literally told Lichto, like, I wish you could stop going to our rooms so frequently. If you're going to do that from now on, please pay me to play with Kifini in our room. He literally told Lichto to pay up in order to use his room. Like, what the fuck? Are you guys trying to turn the dorm into a love hotel? What the fuck? Love hotel Anthos dorm? Oh my god. Yeah. I'm sweating. Oh my god, I'm sweating. Haruta is the biggest shipper of hanadoll, and I am gay. Oh yeah, Listo also ships Mahiryo too. Listo literally calls Ryoga Mr. Husband. Whose husband do you think he is, Listo? Huh? What is your opinion on the shipping of Mahiryo, Ryomahi? Please tell us. You don't have to be shy, Listo. Please, just tell us. Yeah, he literally calls Ryoga the husband, Mr. Husband. So I don't know. Oh yeah, the reason why he actually calls Ryoga Mr. Husband was also because of this. So, like, well, some time ago in one of the drama tracks, not really the drama tracks. It's actually more of a special event kind of thing. In a special event, Listo initially said that Ryoga looks like a lost husband who's looking for his wife. Yeah, I'm not even joking. Listo himself, the man himself, even said that. Oh, you look like so what are you? Did you lose your wife in the middle of the crowd? And I was like, what? What did you just say? Listo, please, sir, can you repeat that one more time? I haven't really catched that. I really need to know what the fuck did you just say? Yeah, he called Ryoga Mr. Husband. Yeah, he is a real Mahi shipper. He was kind of looking for Chiro in here. I mean, yeah, that's, I think I'm gonna get flamed for this, but that's the reason why I don't really like Ryo Mahi. Yeah, you guys remember his fucking solo song, right? He was like, I wanted to be your soulmate, then you said no, and then in the second verse, he said, I wanna be your soulmate, then you said what? He was like, bro, who are you? Are you trying to say that you're trying to replace your old soulmate, in quotes, Chihiro, with Mahiro? Because that's sheesh, I don't know about that, chief. I don't know about that. Yeah, which is why I ship Mahi Sana Sana Mahi. I should so ship Mahi Kaos, I'm sorry. Because yeah, Ryoga, they all have unhealthy obsessions with each other, but then Ryoga's kind of soulmate thingy with Mahiro is by far one of the most I don't know about that chief-ish thing. I feel so bad for Mahiro. I know the man is always left alone, and then God, Mahiro, please, sorry, Ryoga, please look at Mahiro for who he is, not just Chihiro look-alike. Sorry. But yeah, I mean, this visual teaser actually got me thinking, like, does Chihiro look like this? If he looks like this, then yeah, the problem is solved. The question is answered. We no longer have to ask ourselves why, how the fuck does Chihiro look like? Because sheesh, what the fuck. Oh yeah, now that I've taken a closer look at the visual teaser, do you guys see that they actually let their hair down more than usual? I know their hair is usually down, but then this time their hair actually looks much messier and more down-ish than normal. Even Listo, the one who has all the wavy messy hair, even has his hair looking really racked up. And I think that, that somehow parallels to Luladi's latest album, arc, where Agehan Rui looks like they just have a fucking, sorry. They just have a fucking what? I will not say. Especially Haruta, he doesn't, I know he has all of his hair down, and it is such a fresh look. I like this look. I really like them looking like this. They look really hot. They should. I mean, yeah. It's really nice to see them putting their hair down like this. And damn Listo without his glasses. I can't fucking stress this enough. And it's Ian covering his goddamn face. What the fuck? Why is it covering your face? Your eyes? No, not your eyes. Just your one of your eye. Your right eye, Listo. But yeah, they are hot. All of them are hot. That's hanadoll for us. The fact that it's actually called fake. Yeah. Wait, give me a second. So someone also pointed out to me that the caption for the Giza is the prettiest in the album cover. Fucking course, he is always the prettiest one. What are you talking about? He is the visual of Anthos. He has to be pretty. See, what the fuck did I just say? He is pretty, not he has to be pretty. Because, well, to Chisa, that's what he is. He always thinks that he has to be pretty. Even when he can be messy sometimes. He looks so pretty. I know he is the god. He could be a god or goddess. Fuck that. Chisa breaks all the gender barriers. Like, no, I will fucking remove myself from the screen so that you guys can look at Chisa. Yeah, I'll just leave my eyes here. Okay, yep. I am down here. Yep, now I am down here for you guys to look at Chisa. I didn't notice he had glasses on though until people pointed out. Okay, who do you think? Whose class do you think it is? Do you think it's like Listo? Like Listo, literally, like he came up to Listo and went, can you give me your glasses? And Listo was like, sure, why not, babes? And then he just put on Listo's glasses like normal. And the fact that they both use pearls in their costume. Ooh, goddamn. Actually, yeah, they. Why are they so beautiful? Why do I have to? And. Oh yeah, I was saying that I was going to point this out in my tweet and shit. So, a long time ago, specifically 2019, Listo mentioned that he was actually reading, well, he was reading something. Yeah, he was reading something, and he recommended it to Mahiro. And then Mahiro said that the book that he was reading actually has a movie adaptation. And then Listo went, yeah. And then he said this. He tweeted this in reply to Mahiro's tweet. Oh, unlike in the book that I was reading, the stage play was actually arranged in a modern time setting. And then he said this. Well, even if you change the appearance and the names, the basics, the fundamentals, the what makes it will not change. Like basically the core of that thing will not change. Just like the roses in Juliet's line like line in the stage play. Just like the roses that smell the same sweetness, even if you change its name, and even if you change the way you call it. So but then the like I don't know which particular story this is referring to. Well, it might be referring to the Beauty and the Beast because, well, it initially has it is the loves of the an ugly beast and the wishes of an ignorant prince. But then talking about ignorant prince, it actually got me to think that it might not be just the prince in the Beauty and the Beast itself, like the beauty thinking. I think it also has something to do with one of Lichto's most one of Lichto's favorite book, which being The Little Prince. Yeah, I think it also has something to do with The Petit Prince, which was a book that Lichto was very much what Lichto really much liked, and it's basically has a deep connection to him and Jesus' story. At least that is what I think. Well, I hope that it makes sense. If it don't make sense, then I'm sorry. Who else do I want to talk about? Sheesh. Who have I not talked about yet? Have I talked that much about Ryoga and Mahiro yet? Not really, right? Or like have I talked much about Haruto? Yeah, I really do want to talk about Mahiro and Ryoga a little bit. Mahiro has so many problems. I feel really bad for that boy. But then the good thing about hanadoll is that Mahiro is actually pretty much well liked in the fandom. He was actually very much well liked in the community. Unlike many other series that I've seen in which the main character usually does not receive the same amount of attention that the other characters have. Well, I mean, we all know that Lichto is the ace. Lichto is the one who gains the most attention due to the way he is. I don't know what's wrong with that man, but still, yeah, he's the baby girl. He's the baby girl, of course. Mahiro actually has a really good amount of fan, and his fans are also very dedicated to him. So yeah, I like that part about the hanadoll project because we don't discriminate between the main character and all. Mahiro tries his best to be the therapist of everyone. He tries his best to save everyone. Now, I'm not saying that he has the savior complex because I don't think he has that. He's just the kind of person to be kind for being kind. He knows what it feels like to be hurt. He knows what it feels like to be unwanted. So he does not want, in his goodness, he does not want anyone to feel the same way that he did in the past. He did not want anyone to feel like they are undeserved, unloved, unlike he did. Oh my god. And if you guys have read the manga, or if you guys have not, Mahiro actually confessed that he gotten used to faking being, well, cheerful and happy. Well, why is that the case? Because Mahiro is basically the son of such a big tycoon, pun intended. He is the son of such a big tycoon, and he is the brother of one of the biggest idols in the idol industry of the time. He was literally living under the shadows of his father and his brother. People say that because there were those two big examples for him, that people compared him to his brother and his father. They were like, oh, you're the younger brother of Chihiro, right? Then why couldn't you be like him? Why couldn't you be so talented like him? But, well, that was actually what happened in season 1, and they did not take into consideration that Mahiro was just starting his way into stardom. He was just starting his way into becoming an idol. The reason why he's not on the same level as Chihiro is because Chihiro had years and years of being an idol. And now let me fucking tell you this: if any one of you guys want to dump on Mahiro, then you have to fucking get over my dry body first, because Chihiro is useless as sorry. I mean, he's not useless. He's good at what he does, but Chihiro does not know how to do house chores. The man does not know how to cook. He does not know how to clean. He ain't your mama. He ain't your girl. He ain't even your fucking baby girl. He is fucking useless. The only thing he does well is being an idol. Yeah. And that's about it. He's like he's the kira kira blooming one on stage, but then off stage he's useless. He's completely useless. You cannot rely on him to do anything. Unlike my hero. My hero can slay on stage and cook. He can cook, he can clean, he can do he does all the house chores because his mom died. He 100% does not deserve the hate. Yeah. Haruta and Ryumahi too. All younger siblings can relate. Yeah. My hero is yeah. Because my hero is able to empathize with other people. That is why he could be so patient to teach Sesuna, sorry. That is the reason why he is so patient to teach Sesuna, because he does not doubt people. He does not doubt Sesuna's intention. When Sesuna says that he doesn't know something, my hero is very willing to tell him, to explain them to him. He is very willing to help Sesuna understand the roots of the problem. Sesuna might not do well with people like Lichto, who prefers logical and practicality, but he is very compatible with Mahiro because Mahiro is good to him. Mahiro is very patient too. And personally, I think I want to be someone like Mahiro, but I'm more like Lichto. I'm sorry. Well, talking about Lichto isn't all that cynical, actually. At the start of the series, many people actually had the first impression of Lichto being very cynical. They all thought that Lichto was this kind of idol who Mahiro have done no wrong. So true, bestie. They all thought that Lichto was all about really harsh words and a sharp tongue, and he does not cut down on his words. But actually, Lichto does choose his words rather carefully. And from the stage play, this is actually from the official stage play, it says that Lichto is shy. Lichto is a goddamn shy introverted who is also a big ass romantist. He is a big hopeless romantic who is shy with people. He is so introverted that it makes him really awkward around people. Like, okay, yeah, he's that's it. He's the tsundere. They literally confirmed him to be the tsundere. Also, in the stage play, if you guys go on to the official YouTube channel of the hanadoll stage play and watch it for yourself, then you will be able to see that Lichto, the consequence for Lichto's blooming is actually very interesting, because he was talking to Chise about something, and then Chise wrapped his arms around Lichto, and then Lichto suddenly went like, oh my god, my fucking chest, although my flower blooms in my back, ow. And then he just like he temporarily dies until his flower blooms. Yay. Yeah, I'll be going back to my hero. Why the fuck did I talk about Lichto all over again? God. My hero. My hero is actually very tolerant towards other people, like, you know, like Chise. Mahiro and Chise. The reason why Mahiro and Chise are so compatible with each other is that they are very tolerant towards other people, and also because Mahiro's fashion coordination is so bad. He wears the most weird ass shirts I have ever seen. I mean, I saw that in the manga, but then seeing it on stage makes it even more. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, his shirts. I have seen even more impressive shirts. So. I think his fashion sense is fine, but still, to Chisa, his fashion sense is so horrible that he actually has to coordinate his stuff for him. Oh my god. my poor boy. He got slandered in fashion by Chise. I think that's the only thing Chise isn't like tolerated. Yeah. Mahiro, yeah, I mean, his fashion sense is cute. I know he has like the weirdest, the cutest weird ass shirt. That it like I mean I would wear them. Personally, I would wear them, and I mean Chisa would hit me on the head for that, but I would wear them. Uh, Talking about fashion sense, actually Haruta also has the same fashion sense as Mahiro. So, but yeah, Chise actually gives the slanders underserved. I know Haruta and Mahiro all wear the same kind of baggy stuff. They all kind of wear the same kind of sporty baggy stuff, which is not favorable by Chise's standards. Oh yeah, talking. I'll go back to talking about Mahiro. So the thing about Mahiro is that his mother died after giving birth to him, so he does not know. Well, he said that he does not know much about his mother, but yeah, he does not know much about his mother. I think that in a sense of, in a sense of familiarity, Chihiro and Mahiro, they are like they both share same traits with their parents. The thing about Chihiro and Mahiro is that they are very similar to Amagiri Hajime in that they are ambitious, but then because of their ambitiousness, they will drive themselves into a point where they can no longer turn. I think Mahiro is actually driving himself to that point. Chihiro before so this was actually mentioned in the Luluri drama tracks, but they did say that the reason why Chihiro offed himself was because of his full blooming process. So the full blooming process is something that I think is happening to Kaoru right. Well, Kaoru is going to go through that. Yeah, it is kind of happening to Kaoru right now, and the process before that they have to go through before the blooming process will cause them a large toll on their mental health. What drama track was this mentioned in? Tracks, I believe. It was in Universe, because I remember having to listen to that over and over in order to translate that. I don't really remember which one in those 6 drama tracks. I don't remember the exact order that that information was in, but I do remember that it was in the first album, so I might have to backtrack it a little bit. I might have to download the whole thing and listen to that all over again. But yeah, it was definitely in the Ludi drama tracks. So yeah, the mankai, the full blooming sequence, that will cause a great toll on their mental health and their body. Yeah, which will definitely cause a lot of problem. And well, Ageha is going through that definitely, because I remember them mentioning it. But Akaoru, so there's this. In the stage play, it was actually mentioned that Kaoru was in one of the human experiments of hanadoll. So I actually read this from the spoilers of someone who went to the play. It was mentioned that Kaoru probably had the seed planted a long time ago, so it was not like he blooms like boom. It was like I don't know, or was it like a previous seed bloom? But yeah, I will have to recheck my own informations and shit. Yeah. So please just forget whatever the fuck I just said. But so the main thing about what we know in the main story with Gauru is that he is currently going through the process of becoming a doll. I think he is also going through that full blooming sequence too, because he is suffering mentally. Sheesh, I wonder what happened next. Whenever I open a drama track from Hanadoll to listen, I'm always like, sheesh, I sure hope nothing bad happens to them today. And then here we are. Yeah, everything, every time, every fucking single time. Oh my god. It's not looking good for Kaoru. I mean, I know it's not looking good for Kaoru. I mean, in the first season, he was like, "Yay, I bloomed! I'm so happy!" And then he was the one who provides the support for the other members, and now he's the one who needs support. And then he's like, "No, I will not find support from other people. I will try to keep myself like this." Bitch, no? Can you like seek out someone to help you? But I mean, who can help him? Haruta? So anyway. What do I want to talk about? Oh no, it's nearing, yeah, it's actually pretty late over here. So I think I will end the stream today. When I listen to some more drama CDs and get more information, I will be getting back to this. And yeah, I mean, Mirzu, I hope you guys had a great time listening to me blabbering about Hanadoll and crying and basically doing all that stuff. Well, sometimes coughing, occasionally coughing and clearing my throat because I still have not recovered from my cold. I'm sorry. So, I'm Mirzu. Good night. Thank you for joining the stream. I had a really great time with you guys.